There is never an inordinate. Yeah, you got it. I know you. Coming right up, sir. Alright, do you want me to up the song of death? Like a fly to the ointment, your conscience.
The stench of liquor rises from your mouth, a fiery...
Somehow, you know what it is. A caprice can make. You hear a jingle. It says the word. This fan has two chain pull switches. One ends in a tie. You swoop up. What you have in your hand is a truly hideous necktie. With the blades come squeaking to a terrible mistake. Turn the lights off immediately. The lights are... The window stands broken in its frame. The shards face outward. Whatever broke this window, a fine web of scarring covers the back of your right hand. More likely a projectile than a held object. There are no fragments on the... It is too large for a bullet, yet too small for a piece of furniture. You're looking for... The single green shoe you found fits the hole almost as well as your foot. It would have also been heavy. Congratulations. You smashed the window with your own shoe. Now you only have one. If you're lucky, you could still find the other one on the balcony outside. The cool wind gushes in. Your toes curl up from the cold.
Hello, officer.
The young woman raises a cigarette to her eyes are brown and her face is speckled with birthmarks. She can't be more than 28.
No. Because you're a police officer, sir. I am, yes. Unless you've been feeding us a set of very well-rehearsed lies all this time. You've been here for 3 days. On official couldn't say. In truth, so far.
You have no doubt about the drinking. But do you strike yourself as a tight-lipped drunk? She must have heard something. Try the expression. Come on, why are you still doing this?
Alcohol raises testosterone levels, especially in men. The levels remain elevated after inebriation ends and the pain begins. You seek comfort. It's only natural.
She puts out her cigarette. Something stirs in you as she's about to go. Call it an instinct, a need. The need. She looks back at you, a light glinting off her eyes.
Yes. There was the usual ruckus. Loud disco music. I couldn't say. It's impossible to hear people speaking from over here. Oh, yes. Various artists. Ostentatious orchestration.
Oh, that. Yeah. Whoa. The less said about.
Oh, were huge where I come from. I was very young then, of course. Like 7. Life gets hard, but we go on. I don't know about that. At around 2 o'clock, a slow, sad song started playing. Like organ music on repeat. That went on for quite a while. Some of the time you were yelling along to it. Yes, there was a church in there. A really small church. Like the smallest, saddest church in the whole world. It was about that it doesn't matter anymore and that we're alone now. It was difficult to tell. The song itself was very quiet and soft, but you sounded like a winded boar, sir. It was hard to understand. Yes.
It's impossible to say whether she's being sarcastic or...
Then you started screaming and trashed the place. No, it didn't sound like there was a fight. A window was smashed. The tape player, probably. The song stopped. And furniture, too. A real destructathon. There was screaming. Then I think you passed out. There was. I think you screamed that you didn't want... I went out afterwards. Everything was quiet by then. Around 4 or 5. And that was it. It's 51. The current century? Centuries don't have numbers. They have names. Civilization has existed for 8,000 years, sir. You're right. There is nothing funny about civilization. You're in a hostel, sir. We are in Revachol.
Revachol is the disgraced former capital of the world.
You sure look like you're from Revachol. Revachol parties.
Her accent suggests she is not from around here. She's from Aranya.
Glad to have been of assistance.
A man in his late 20s stands behind. Everything is cool between you and this guy. He's a big fan. Make some small talk.
No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria.
He's very animated all of a sudden.
That period of my life is over. Not everyone who stands behind a counter is a... I have 3 cafeterias to manage. 3. Sylvie tends the bar here, not me. I'm only... She just, you know...
His eyes dart from left to right.
So now you're a cop. Oh, forget it.
A competent work of taxidermy. Looks like the bird was ripped off the shield. This is the great skewer. The seabird is the symbol for the discovery of the Insulindian Isola. The small steel tag says as much.
Look, your buddy is over there. Why don't you go and talk to him?
He pretends not to hear you, concentrating on the bird.
No, I'm not.
He's very animated.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, sweetie. You shouldn't keep your colleague waiting.
A bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is as you approach, he narrows his eyes. On the sleeve of his bomber jacket, as well as on its back, are the same enigmatic white rectangles as on your blazer.
Hello, I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57.
You realize he's waiting for your name. Concentration makes you squint your eyes. Your name should be deep gold and orange, like a forest fire looming.
Okay then. It looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday.
What he means is, he has been trying to meet up with you for 2 days, but you have been.
If you don't mind, we should talk to him again. Ask him for a rundown of the area. It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews? At the 57th, we like to prepare an initial list of persons of interest, and then just skim the surface. Prepare the field, get to know the players. You don't do that? Maybe it's not good. But even if you haven't, we'll have time for that after we take a look at it. Have you removed the dead body from the tree? Mm-hmm. Sure. But did you take it down from the tree? So, the body is still where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner. I can see you drank last night and the night before, and that you are still drunk now. But I have seen. If you need something for your headache, there is a general store nearby. But as I said, the dead body should be our #1 concern. After you, officer.
If you're about to embark on an investigation, shouldn't you?
You mean you don't have a badge? Losing your identification card is a serious matter. My vehicle has a shortwave. You can use it to report your badge.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is now in your party.
The man with the...
Mr. Ga.
Yes?
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41...
What? I have no idea what that means. What is this, a joke to you? Is this what you get when you call the police now? This...
Sir, I understand your concern, but we...
Yes, of course.
I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene.
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
This sounds like something you can use.
You said you just got here. From where?
What, of Martinez? No, I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on.
But you still know your way around, yes? In case...
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here.
I didn't imply that. Detective.
He probably means this is where you step in and ask your questions.
Mm-hmm. I have everything. You? The body was behind the building, right? How do we get there?
Behind this building, there's a courtyard. They hoisted him up.
And how do we get there?
See that door there? Go out and turn right. There's a...
Let's go.
Not so fast. You owe me 130 real. Oh, excuse me. You owe me 130 real.
The IIR, or Inter-Isolary Real, is the global reserve currency.
No, you don't owe me street cred. You owe me money. Let's see. 3 nights at a tariff of 20 real comes to 60 real. Another thing you've annihilated is half the bar. You've run a tab. What are you, a philosopher? Money is what grown-up people use to pay for things. Things like this.
There's a shuffle of nylon as Lieutenant Kitsuragi looks for something in the pockets of his orange bomber.
I'm sorry, but he has to pay. I can't let him stay here any longer if he doesn't. If he doesn't have the money by tonight...
Officer, maybe you're better off working this from home for now. You live in Jamrock, right? It's not that far away. I'm sorry, I could...
Good luck.
You see a set of tire tracks in the brown slush that covers the plaza mosaic. The tire tracks were left here by an unknown event that took place some days ago. It's a message. Some of that rubber stuck to the tiles right in front and then accelerated straight into the fence. The driver proceeded to back out of the yard before heading south. Must have been in a hurry.
I'm not sure. There are plenty.
You could follow the track south.
You are correct. This is a random...
Kuno's got this!
If there ever was such a thing as an ugly kid, then this is it. He's all...
Oh yeah, Nappa Gumpy, Kuno! Right in the dick, Kuno! Get him right in the dick!
It's love it in the dick.
The boy is sweating profusely. His eyes are like 2 black holes and his jaw is twitching.
Fuck that! Kuno, yeah, right in...
Shits himself.
The rake, Kuno! You should throw the rake at him!
The fuck? Does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno's not a gardener. Alright, and...
The kid moves his hands like a basketball player dribbling. Irregular speech patterns. Overconfidence.
Right, pig. This is where Kuno plays with... Yeah, whatever. Kuno... Shitload, pig. Watch...
Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno!
This is where you quickly ask him questions. Real cop questions. Like a cop.
Kuno's fuck imp. Kuno uses the fuck...
He's trying to hide the fact that he doesn't know.
Kuno knows all kinds of shit. Kuno probably climbed... You heard Kuno? I don't know. Some fucking mesk or I don't know. Some...
There is no Night City anywhere. That sounds like the name of a city in some...
Why you gotta be riding Kuno's ass? You haven't been where Kuno's been. You wanna know where Kuno was?
Don't tell him that, Kuno! It's
not fucking lame. Kuno's building.
Lame.
That's the name of Kuno City, bitch. Get the fuck off Kuno's back. This shit ain't about
It's impossible to deduce what
just a couple of pigs sniffing around in the dirt. That's
Yeah, you tell the faggot.
your test.
Get lost.
Kuno's Kuno pig?
it's always Kuno, never I. Clearly the kid's using the third person
Kuno doesn't do that smart shit. Don't throw trying to get
Watch out, Kuno. He's trying to fiddle you. He's gonna put his hands on you. Help! Pig's got Kuno.
help! He's got the Kuno help!
Everyone can hear. You need to get the hell out of here before.
Everybody, please! He's sticking his dick out!
Escalate, Kuno. His dick is out. You're a friend.
Pigs in here in Kuno! Somebody, please!
How did we get here? How did this happen?
No!
The nearly psychopathic way they could slip in and out of the act implies you're not the first victim. You didn't shut him down. Your fat fist didn't meet its target.
Pigs trying not pig!
Despair creeps into you. Getting fat on your weakness. You're still coming up with sentences. That's a step up from total annihilation, right?
I don't dispute that you have been charged with protecting the people of Earth.
Nothing you can say would make you... Cop gives up the detective genre for social realism. Another police officer resigned from the RCM following a nervous breakdown. He now lives under a bridge, drinking and occasionally throwing excrement at passers-by, shouting, "I never loved that woman." When asked to comment, former colleagues objected to the theory that his psychological disintegration was precipitated by his wife leaving him. "It's because the Furrows lost that match," said Captain Ptolemy Price, once the man's superior officer. "It's because he couldn't get a big gun from acquisitions, and anyway, police work really burns you out after a while," said